It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen going to go to the air right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mariota now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Hurts. Rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now. Step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays is off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove. Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
There's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, another fake. And this is caught. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there, because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake, but when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
On first down, Hurts in trouble, and he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Hurts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field staying.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Matt Milano coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the gun, it's Hurts. On the move to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
Brandon. That's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now out come the Bills. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is Cook with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
to kick off for Buffalo.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Yeah, here come the Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and 8. Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense where we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Flushed it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gregory Rousseau. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Bass is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Hurts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good. And now did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen now on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Allen to throw once more. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
Steps away. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field.
He's got a man. Complete. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
To the air, Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual records of the season.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the 1st. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Swift.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the Cowboys' 9-yard line. That's the end of the first.
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw is Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, Watson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Prescott on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Elliott able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And they will touch him down, but not before